Everything or just clock?
Everything.
Awesome. From De La Salle High School in New Orleans. Easy wins, as it will, and most notably, you see there at the top of your screen, St. Louis Catholic, the number 1 seed, an easy win over Archbishop Hannon in Lake Charles. The winner of this game tonight would play St. Louis Catholic in Lake Charles over the weekend. And a notable change this year, we've had select, non-select splitting off in terms of their championship events, but most of your select games have been played on campus sites. This year, the March Madness atmosphere is back, but it's going to be with a local flavor. It's here at the Ilario Center in West Wego for the girls' semis and finals starting next Tuesday, which should be a terrific atmosphere for the girls' teams who are able to advance, the 20 teams that will make it down here next week.
Yeah, it's a great venue. I've done a few games, called a few games the last few years in the Ilario Center with the Sugar Bowl tournament in early January, and it's really a great facility. You're going to have a nice venue to play in. It's going to look like an arena type as far as the background of the goals and everything. Maybe one of these two teams makes it, but they got to go up against a really good St. Louis Catholic team that I saw in that Sugar Bowl tournament in January. And they're a very good team, and whoever wins this game tonight really has their work cut out for them in the next game.
Well, we mentioned this is an 8-9 game, which suggests we should have a good competitive game this evening. But these two teams played back on December 9th in Covington. De La Salle won the game 39-38. That tells you even more that this should be a close game. When you've been a coach and you've faced a rematch in the postseason, what do you try to draw from a regular season meeting, even one that's 2 months removed, when you get ready for a rematch like this?
Well, you're looking at the film, and I think you look more at the individuals, and you try to see if you can pick up anything, any little quirk or something, some kind of hint or something on the other team that you can draw off of. Maybe something a hint of what the play is to come, looking at their footwork, how they're setting up or something. Maybe it might give away what direction they're going into. So you pretty much know what they're going to do offensively and defensively because you're not changing anything now. So you're looking for more for personnel things.
Right. And we're going to see a contrast in styles this evening. De La Salle is the much bigger team. They really want to get the ball inside to their post players, and they've got a couple of very good ones in Lauren Smith and Denai Lewis. But St. Scholastica, smaller, quicker perhaps, a better shooting team. They want to try to maybe make this game go a little more up-tempo and try to maybe run when the opportunity presents itself. So we'll certainly see what happens there.
Yeah, well, you got Phil Williams coaching at SSA, a longtime coach at St. Paul's. Was at St. Paul's for a long time as an assistant coach and as a head coach. So he's brought some enthusiasm into this SSA program, and it shows in the way they run the floor.
So as we get ready for tip, let's take a look at the starting lineups. SSA will have their lone senior Maddie Bruns, Victoria Dara, Libba Daniels, Addison Pontiff, and Emily Due. And for De La Salle, it'll be Taylon Carter, Lauren Smith, Elena Dumas, Zanaya Smith, and Denai Lewis. So again, for SSA, it'll be Bruns, Dara, Daniels, Pontiff, and Due. For De La Salle, it will be Carter, Smith, Dumas, Smith, and Lewis. You got two Smiths, Lauren and Zanaya Smith. St. Scholastica, the road team, in that's black as opposed to navy blue. Primary color is blue. You see the blue trim on the word mark there. De La Salle in the home whites. The maroon trim there. Referees tonight from Baton Rouge, Virgil Pratt will toss it up here as we get set for basketball. Winner heads to Lake Charles for the quarterfinal against the top seed, St. Louis Catholic.
We're looking at St. Scholastica on the bench, and they're pretty thin as it is. They only got 8 players dressed out.
De La Salle will control the tip. They will go from right to left as we begin things. Underway here, uptown on the Avenue. And that is Carter will handle it. And they will go inside right away. That's Lauren Smith. Can't knock down that short jump shot. And St. Scholastica will take it up on its first possession. Due will initiate things. De La Salle will show a 2-3 zone, Bill.
Yeah, they came out in that zone with the big girls in there, and St. Scholastica looks like they're going to be patient enough. Well, they just turned it over.
Yep. Bigger players, longer arms. You're gonna see some activity, and you can use the zone to your advantage in those situations. So no score early on, less than a minute gone by.
Little matchup zone by St. Scholastica.
Tried to go inside once again. Second chance opportunity will not go, but it's a foul. And we should see free throws coming up. So the foul will be on Daniels. And Lauren Smith will go to the line for 2. Smith on the year, 16 points and 11 rebounds a game, so averaging a double-double. So does Lewis, the other post player for De La Salle. She averages 18 and 12. That is clearly where they want this offense to go through. As Smith misses the first.
Well, the first 2 possessions, it's pretty obvious they were looking to get the ball inside.
High arcing free throw is good, and the Cavaliers are on the board. It's 1-0. SSA will be patient early on. Talking to Phil Williams, when the opportunity presents itself, he wants to try to get into some transition.
Yeah, De La Salle looks like they got a distinct advantage height-wise, but Scholastica looks like they may have a little more speed in their lineup. Very patient with the offense.
Try to get it in the middle there. Now they'll kick it back out. 3 ball from the top. Will not fall for Daniels. And it'll be one and done as Carter controls the rebound and will bring it up the floor for De La Salle. Quick pass down into the post. Layup is good by Lauren Smith. She's got all 3. And the Cavaliers lead it 3-0.
Yeah, Lauren slipped behind the defense. SSA didn't pick her up. Easy basket.
De La Salle will stay packed in that 2-3 zone. High arching 3 will not fall. And
those 2 shots by SSA makes me wonder if the background is playing a little havoc with their shooting. They've shot 2 air balls.
a little bit different here. It's a little bit further back. 3 ball from the right wing will not fall for Zaniyah Smith. And SSA will look to run off the miss. Layup won't go down for Dara, and De La Salle controls. Well, less than 3 minutes gone by in this opening quarter. One thing you notice, you look at De La Salle's scores this year, and they're 19-11 on the year. But when they're playing good teams, is that 3 ball from the right wing will not fall. The shot by Carter. And again, SSA looks to push. And one too many steps that time for Daniels.
Yeah, she took her 2 steps, didn't put the shot up, though.
No.
That's a walk.
Yeah, but what I was going to say is De La Salle will look to keep the game a little more low scoring against some very good teams. Played a 2-point game against Carr. Played 2 very competitive games against a good Ursuline team. And they were, close games, but they were low scoring in the 20s and 30s. So that is something you're given the opportunity. They're not afraid to do. This could be a 10-second count coming here, but they will just get it across as Carter makes the pass. And unable to control the pass into the post is Lauren Smith, and that will be a turnover.
Yeah, De La Salle just doesn't look like the kind of team that likes to run up and down the floor a whole lot. That's not their offense. They're going to be patient, set it up with the big girls, and try to get it pounded inside.
19-11 on the year, the 8th seed. Michael Mosley, their head coach. You mentioned Phil Williams just coming over from St. Paul's in his first year at SSA. Off the left baseline, a good-looking shot that time for Addison Pontiff, and SSA is on the board at the 4:10 mark of the first quarter.
Really nice shot fake, dribble up, shoot it.
And that little pressure forces the turnover right there as Carter tried to make the aggressive pass but overshot Lauren Smith, and SSA with a chance for its first lead of the evening.
Yeah, a good pressing defense doesn't have to get a steal. It can get a bad pass. It's just as effective.
A lot of times you'll see that off a made basket. That was their first make, so they applied that pressure and caught De La Salle napping a bit, if you will. SSA will take their time here against this 2-3 De La Salle zone.
Yeah, they're very, very happy just to hang on to the ball.
Going inside, knocked away, and it's a turnover, and De La Salle will take it back the other way. As Carter will look to initiate. Left wing Smith. Nearly taken away that time by Dewey, but she could not hold on. Trying to make the pass inside. Lewis could not control it. That pass is slapped away and stolen. And another forced turnover that time is SSA getting it done on the defensive end. Nice bounce pass. Pontiff lays it in. She's got all 4. And the Doves have their first lead at 4-3.
Really tough pass right there. A bounce pass through the middle of the lane.
Nice pass to beat the pressure. And it is once again Smith. So Lawrence Smith is all 5 for De La Salle. Addison Pontiff has all 4 for St. Scholastica as we near the 2-minute mark here of the first quarter.
That's the second time SSA has gotten burned on that press. The back is just falling asleep. It's effective up front, but they got to wake up in the back.
3 ball left wing will not fall by Dara, and De La Salle will control. Carter will bring it up. Glad you're joining us here on Crescent City Sports. The road to the Ilario Center beginning on the select side here. 3-pointer right wing will not fall for Zaniyah Smith, and that will go out of bounds, and it will be De La Salle basketball. 3 subs checking in. Our first of the evening, 1 for St. Scholastica, 2 for De La Salle. A chance to remind you, Bill, the Crescent City Sports Prep Basketball brought to you by the Lamarck Automotive Complex in Kenner. The Lamarck Collision Center repairs all makes and models. They make the repair process easy, and with their state-of-the-art equipment and certified technicians, it will be done right. Our thanks to Ronnie Lamarck and his team at the Lamarck Automotive Complex for their support of high school sports right here on Crescent City Sports. De La Salle will do it again here at the 142 mark. Leading this one by 1 early on. Steal. SSA the other way. Layup is good. That was Emily Dewey, who averages 4 steals a game, Bill. They get a lot of, both of these teams get a lot of steals.
Yeah, they're really aggressive defensively. Even inside the paint, they're really being active, getting their hands in the passing lanes.
And that pass is thrown away at that time, and SSA will have the ball in a 1-point lead. As a coach, there's different kinds of turnovers. There are dead ball turnovers like you're seeing here, but there's live ball turnovers, and that's when you can really capitalize as a defense, turning it over into offense, into transition points.
Exactly. One of my favorite sayings is score off your defense.
Inside, layup will not fall that time for Brunn. She is the lone senior on this team, Bill, and you alluded to it with their youth. They are starting 2 8th graders and 2 freshmen alongside Bruns. And that is highly unusual.
And they're a 9 seed in the playoffs. It's not like they snuck in.
And they're 20-7.
20-7, yeah.
So this team could be good for a very long time. Now, Bruns is one of their best players, certainly, as that will go inside. And Lauren Smith capitalizes. She has all 7 De La Salle points as the Cavaliers regain the lead. Bruns from the right wing, jump shot, no, but she is fouled by Gill. Sophia Gill picking up her first foul. She just checked into the game. And Maddie Bruns, the senior forward, averaging 11.7 rebounds, 3 steals a game at the line. Short on the first one.
SSA's got to come up with an answer for Lauren Smith in the inside.
They're getting a lot of that in, at least 2 of the buckets have come
breaking
the press.
2 of the buckets breaking the press, yeah.
They're doing a nice job when they're set up. That will not go either. So 0 for 2 at the line that time for Bruns. And SSA trapping even off the missed free throw. That's a bit unusual there.
I like that. I like that. You got to have a really smart team to do that. Or a very versatile team that can play different positions, whatever spot you are on the floor.
Dara will check back in. Daniels will take a seat for the final 29 seconds of the first quarter. De La Salle leading by 1. You would expect they would play for the final shot here, Bill. Well, last time you and I worked together, we saw a 3-quarter court shot at the end of the first quarter. Let's see what happens here. Rogers now left side. Off by Gill. SSA on the run with 5 seconds. 4, 3, layup will not fall by Bruns, and that will do it for the first quarter of play. 8 minutes in the books here, uptown, and your score is De La Salle 7 and St. Scholastica 6. Second quarter coming up. You are watching high school playoff basketball from Crescent City Sports. Second quarter about to get underway. Tonight's second quarter brought to you by Oxner Sports Medicine Institute. Get the same sports medicine care the pros receive with minimally invasive treatments and quicker recovery times. Visit oxnard.org/sportsmed to learn more or schedule an appointment near you. So what do you think both coaches were talking about in the huddle there at the end of one?
Well, certainly SSA's got to straighten up the backside of that press. Other than that, they're pretty fundamentally sound. They do a great job of blocking out. Good job scrambling on defense. They're getting good shots. You just got to hit a few more shots. De La Salle's doing an even better job on the boards. I don't think SSA's got an offensive rebound yet.
Doves working it around the perimeter. That is knocked out of bounds and will stay with St. Scholastica. Good look inside. Bruns could not get it to go, but it looked like Lauren Smith got a piece of the arm right there. Cleanly played first quarter, and that each team only committed one foul.
Yeah, and you know, SSA's both teams actually trying to get the ball inside a lot, but not the officials are letting them play.
Bruns went 0 for 2 from the line in the first quarter. She knocks that down for her first point of the night, and it's a tie game 7-7. Misses the second, and Lauren Smith is there for the rebound. So a tie game here, and a collision. De La Salle will control the basketball with Olivia Rogers. Now they give it away. And the Doves looking to run all the way to the basket. Daniels went up but drew the foul, and it will be on. Believe that may have been on Elena Dumas. I think he said 12. Free throw is no good by Daniels, and SSA is 1 for 5 at the free throw line right now, Bill. You get in a close game like this,
in the playoffs,
you know it's going to be close in the playoffs. You've got to be able to knock down foul shots.
Sure. I mean, everyone is important. You know, it's not, you know, I hate it when kids or coaches say, well, we made them down the stretch when they counted. They all count. They all count.
0 for 2 that time, so now 1 for 6. And there's the look inside and the bucket by Lauren Smith, who now has all 9 De La Salle points. One-woman wrecking crew. Three-pointer right wing is long. There's your offensive rebound.
There's the offensive rebound.
For. And SSA will slow it back down out front here. Dewey going to the right wing. That is Simonton. No good. And once again, it's Lauren Smith, whose name we have called quite a few times here this evening.
Well, if she's going to score all their points, we're going to call it even more.
And she's got it inside, looking to go back up. Can't get it to fall. Tried to get the offensive rebound, couldn't come away with it, but Bruns does for St. Scholastica.
Scrappy bunch, SSA.
Love when you have a contrast in styles. That's clearly what we have this evening, as Bruns takes it to the hole and draws the foul. And it is on
Taylor Carter.
Yeah, Carter, 0-on-0 foul right there. Bruns wears 0, so does Carter. Bruns, who is 1 for 4 at the free throw line, will go back to the line for a pair. Short.
She's left a lot of them short tonight.
Addison Pontiff will check back in. Emily Dewey will take a seat. Phil Williams does a good job of rotating his players in there, giving them a minute or two apiece to get out of there and get a break.
Well, they got to play it that way. They've only got 8 players.
Nice look inside. It will not fall, though, for Lauren Smith. And the Cavaliers are able to control the rebound out on the perimeter. Nice hustle by Denai Lewis. Three-pointer, top of the key, will not fall. Ryle Simmons, the first time we've called her name this evening. And inside, a third chance, now a fourth chance, and guess who it is? Lauren Smith can't get it to go, but she draws the contact.
So she's getting battered inside there.
And believe they got Victoria Dara with the foul that time. Second team foul for SSA.
Even the shots that she's made off the press have not been easy shots. She's getting hammered underneath there.
No.
And she just airballed that free throw.
So 1 for 3 at the line for Smith. Amazing that here we sit almost 11 minutes into this game and she is all of De La Salle's offense. Second one, back iron, no good. And controlled by Bruns, and SSA will bring it up. Left wing Pontiff. Now back around right side Bruns, who will look to go to the hole. Kicks it back out. A little elbow jump shot that time will not fall for Pontiff, and De La Salle will look to push. Carter. Now Simmons. Swing it back around.
The SSA has made a little switch defensively, and they're kind of fronting Lauren Smith now.
Now Lewis gets inside, cannot get it to fall. Lauren Smith had the rebound for a moment, had it knocked out of her hands, I thought, but they will say it goes to St. Scholastica.
These girls are battling underneath the boards. They really are. And the officials are letting them do it. Full court press here.
First one we've seen from De La Salle. They look to trap out of it.
Broken
nice
very
by
nicely.
SSA. Yeah, very well done. In and out on the jumper. Inside. Shot was blocked. And a foul on the Cavaliers. And that is going to be on Lauren Smith. And I believe that is her second foul.
Second,
Bill.
yes, I think it is.
Yep. Team foul number 5 on De La Salle.
Yeah, Lauren Smith's going to have to take a little break.
Yep. Got to be careful not to get that third.
There goes the Cavalier offense. Somebody's going to have to step up.
Yeah, exactly. Get our first look at Raina Jones, the junior. She's defending the inbounds pass. Inside, and a reach. I don't know if that was going to be a shot or a pass.
12.
And the foul is on Dumas, and that is her second. And is going to be called the shot attempt. There's 2 shots coming here for Sydney Simonson, the sophomore, cannot get it to go down. Well, check that. That's Pontiff. That's 3, not 13. It's one thing about girls basketball as opposed to boys basketball. You've got to account for ponytails when looking at numbers.
Yeah, and it hides a number. Yeah.
Neither free throw goes down. And
SSA's 1 for 9 from the free throw line.
Yeah, it's turnover there. And let's see if the Dubs look to push, trailing by 2. Inside, good look. Off the glass, it will not fall for Pontiff that time, and it's controlled. And then led up the floor by Denai Lewis. Now Carter. Can't get it to fall inside. Lewis with the offensive rebound. Gets fouled, and she will go to the line for 2 as Libba Daniels draws her second personal foul. Team foul number 3 on St. Scholastica as we're at the 4:01 mark of the second quarter. Will somebody other than Lauren Smith finally put something on the board for De La Salle? Not just yet, as Lewis can't get it to fall. Well, it's not just field goal shooting that's not great. De La Salle is 1 for 5 at the free throw line, and St. Scholastica is 1 for 10. Second shot is good. Finally get one there. And it's a 10-7 game. 3-point lead for De La Salle matches their largest. Dara. Now Bruns. 3-pointer right wing. Off the front iron. Will not fall that time for Simonson, who definitely likes to put them up from out there.
Yeah, SSA was having better success, I think, driving in the middle. They were at least drawing fouls on De La Salle.
Well, they were, but then again, you're getting those opportunities at the line and you're not knocking them down. If they were making free throws, they'd be in good shape in this game right now. Instead, Lewis attacks and scores 5 in a row for the Cavaliers as they take their biggest lead of the evening at 12-7.
But your free throw is still a good shot, so you don't want to tell your team, quit.
Of course not.
Don't do that.
No, no doubt.
Quit. So
in and out on the
take
three
the ball
on the
inside.
left side. That was Dara on that miss, and Lewis controls. Steal momentarily and then regained by Dumas. Carter, right wing, will not fall, and controlled by Addison Pontiff, the freshman. Out to Dara, not a Bruns, the lone senior on this team. De La Salle more experience. They've got 4 seniors on their roster. So I had a chance to take that down the baseline. Instead, took it into the middle of the lane, and it goes down for Emily Dewey.
She's an impressive-looking freshman.
Yeah, 4 points. She averages 10. And it's a 12-9 ball game, and timeout De La Salle.
Maybe it's a case of nerves on both teams. It's affecting the shooting. Neither team is really doing a very good job of shooting the ball.
Well, neither of these teams have been teams that have really made programs have made deep runs into the playoffs in recent years. So this is, a chance to be able to win a playoff game is going to be a big deal for whoever walks out of here with a W this evening. There's no question about that. But you're right. Nerves are certain. Look, it doesn't matter, I'm sure if you're the 1 seed in St. Louis Catholic or the 1 seed in any other bracket, we'll talk a little bit about more the other 11 brackets on the girls' side. Yes, there are 12 brackets and 12 state champions in boys and girls basketball in Louisiana. More on that later. But I think everybody gets a little bit of nerves when you come out for your first playoff. Because you're one and done, like we talked about.
Yeah.
One bad night and you're turning in your uniform for the year.
You want a little bit of nerves. I mean, if not, what does it mean to you if you don't get a little nervous or anxious, maybe you should say.
Right. Inside Lewis. Good move inside, but wave it off. No basket. Virgil Pratt says traveling, and it will belong to the Doves with 1:55 to play in the first half. And we're going to get a foul.
Ooh, that's on Dumas.
And I believe that's 3 on her, Bill.
I think it is.
And that's the 7th team foul. So this will be 1-1. Maybe that was 3 on Smith. We're on the opposite side from the scores table, so the signal's being made there. That might have been why Smith went out earlier. Maybe that was 11 instead of 12, but Bruns hits the free throw, and it is 12-10.
Got them both.
Now a 12-11 ball game. Will not fall by Dumas, but Lewis will get it to
Lewis.
Go. So,
and Lauren Smith is back in.
Yeah, Lauren Smith back in. Maybe they felt like they needed it right there. Maybe indeed that is the case. That we'll see, because Smith and Dumas are both on the floor. So we close in on a minute in the first half. Pass gets away inside. It will belong to De La Salle with 1:06 to play. Cavaliers break the pressure. Now Lewis going inside. Smith.
They're going to call a charge.
Offensive foul, and that will be her 3rd personal foul. So Smith and Dumas each with 3 fouls now. And they'll get a sub back in quickly. It will be Raina Jones returning. And that was a gamble that Michael Mosley took right there, Bill, to try to see if he could get some offense out of Smith. And
obviously, in hindsight, not something, it didn't work out well for them.
SSA will reverse the basketball. Pontiff cannot get the little 5-footer to fall, and let's see if De La Salle plays for one shot right here. Clock ticking down towards 30 seconds. Got to get it over first, and Zaniyah Smith does. Looks to go inside, but a foul is called. That's on Dewey. That is her first, and that's only the fourth team foul here on SSA. Are they going to call us 2 shots? They are. I thought that was a pass.
I thought it was a pass.
So Zaniyah Smith, the junior, averaged just 3 points a game in the regular season. Got a chance to pick up a couple here at the line. Missed the first. Second one, off the back iron, no good. De La Salle controls the rebound. Looking to go inside, can't get it, but it's shagged down near side here by Raina Jones. And now De La Salle will reset and play for one once again.
They're going to look for Deny inside. There it is.
Lewis turns, takes that left-handed shot, tries to get it back herself. She does. Can't get it to fall. Will go out of bounds. It'll belong to SSA with 1.5 to play.
A lot of fighting down there underneath that goal.
And that'll do it for the first half. 16 minutes are in the books here. From uptown New Orleans, your score, De La Salle 14, St. Scholastica 11. Take a quick break. Bill and I will catch you up on some of the other brackets, the select schedule, and what else is going on in Louisiana high school basketball. Stay with us. You are watching high school basketball from Crescent City Sports. All right, so Bill, as we're back at halftime, let's take a look at, we mentioned March Madness getting a little February start, if you will, here in New Orleans. The girls select semifinals and finals at the Ilario Center. You see the schedule there. It gets underway on Tuesday. Don't know. They'll set the schedule after the quarterfinals are finished, but you'll have basically what you'll have is you'll have 3 of the 5 divisions playing their semifinals on Tuesday. You see 6 games, 4 games on Wednesday. The other 2 divisions will play their semis on Wednesday. Then you'll have 3 finals on Tuesday. I believe those are at 2:30, 5, and 7:30, and then the other 2 finals will be on Friday. Every set of semifinals, by the way, that's going to be a separate admission. So if you just want to go in and see, the 2, say, Division 2 or Division 1 semifinals, whatever the case may be, you can go and buy a ticket for those games. So that's how it's going to be. Every session will be its own ticket, and tickets are on sale. And hopefully get out to support the fact that we've got championship basketball here in New Orleans. First time I can remember in a long time, other than games that have been played on campus here in recent years. But at a neutral site like the Ilario Center. You mentioned the All-State Sugar Bowl National Prep Classic. Great job that the Friends of Prep Sports putting that event on. Ed Daniels, Christy Hebert, Timmy Bird, so many people involved in putting on that event and have done a terrific job over the years. And that's kind of set the stage for this event to be able to happen here. As you see there as well, on the non-select side, March Madness is a week later going on in Hammond at the University Center on Southeastern's campus. So, girls basketball fan, everything nearby, and a chance to look at. And as we take a look at the brackets on the girls' side, we looked in depth at Division 2. Division 1, there's only 8 teams. Curtis is the number 1 seed. Dominican number 2. Mount Carmel number 4. Seeds hold they could all be in the semifinals. They just need to get a quarterfinal win this week. Curtis, on a run of so many championships here. I believe it's 5 in a row in Division 1, looking to extend that streak, and obviously as the 1 seed, they would at least on paper be favored to do so.
Yeah, Curtis hasn't skipped a beat. They switched coaches from Barbara Farris to Tamika Johnson. Hasn't made a difference. They're on a roll. I do believe Dominican beat them in the first round, I believe. But Curtis came back, beat them the second time, and ended up winning the district, and has the number 1 seed going into the playoffs.
Yeah. Division 3, Lafayette Christian's the number 1 seed. They actually get a first-round bye. I believe it's a 15-team bracket in Division 3. Newman's the 3 seed, St. Thomas Aquinas the 5, St. Charles Catholic the 6, St. Mary's Academy is the 8 seed. You got some local flavor there, at least in the top half of that bracket. Division 4, Ouachita Christian the 1 seed, the 1 local team of note, St. Martin's is at home. They are the 6 seed. And then in Division 5, Family Christian is the number 1 seed. We don't really have much in the way of smaller schools that are playing in that, in Division 5 or Class B or C. On the girls, or for that matter, on the boys' side. As we look ahead to, really, you get into tonight and tomorrow, you get into the first round on the non-select side. Walker's the number 1 seed in 5A. Warren Easton, a team we saw a year ago in the quarterfinals, the number 1 seed in 4A, and they've been outstanding. Carr is the number 3 seed there, by the way. And should mention Ponchatoula, you got a chance to see them a couple of weeks ago. They are the number 4 seed in 5A, and I like that team.
That is they've got a lot of ammunition going with that team.
No doubt. Bruley is the number 1 seed in 3A. Amite is the number 1 seed in 2A. Northwood of Lena, the number 1 seed in 1A. Hathaway is the number 1 seed in Class B. Hicks is the number 1 seed in Class C. So again, you get 7 classes, and then you break off on the select side into 5 divisions. So at the end of the day, by 2 weeks from Saturday, we'll have crowned 12 state champions in girls high school basketball, and then another week after that, you will have crowned 12 state champions on the boys' side. And there were efforts to, at least on some level, try to get some things to come back together. Your son Ryan, the principal of Brother Martin,
right?
He was rolling that, and the analogy I made, Bill, was this: this is what's going on the last few years is a lot like that Peanuts cartoon when Charlie Brown is trying to kick a field goal and Lucy keeps pulling the ball out. And I think that's you start getting a feeling that, wait, this might be the way to get things back together. Maybe this is going to be the year it all comes back together, and then it doesn't.
Well, I think that partially that's what my son was thinking, that this is the way to do it. If you do it through the classes rather than through the whole association, you only need a simple majority plus one. Okay. The other half of the equation, though, is you got to get your votes in the room to vote. So politics plays a part in it also, and that's really a shame that politics has become. And we could do a 1 hour special on this, that.
No doubt.
But it's a shame that politics is getting in the way of high school athletics. Too many principals are in it for themselves and not for the good of the association. But it is what it is, and
again, it's been brought up. If you ask these kids, whether on the select or not select side, do you want to come together for the playoffs? It would be an overwhelming majority that would say, yeah, we want to play everybody.
Well, they did that a couple of years ago, and it was 80% of them said. And now they did not survey every student athlete. Would have been impossible to do that.
But they had a tremendous
but they had a representative number of students.
No doubt. We're sitting here watching basketball, and of course we do want to get back to basketball, but the last point I want to make on this is it was a sport-by-sport vote in Class 5A. It was football, it was basketball, it was baseball, and it was softball. Boys and girls basketball lumped together. And it very nearly passed in basketball. It only missed by a couple of votes in basketball.
That's because you had these schools voting.
You had
those schools. But you had some schools, and this is what boggles my mind, who voted to keep the split or in one sport, but not in another sport.
Yeah,
you got to explain yourself to me on that.
No doubt. De La Salle gets the possession here as we start the third quarter. Knocked out of bounds, and the Cavaliers will inbound from the baseline. Chance to remind you, Crescent City Sports Prep Basketball brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors, who has all the gear you need to enjoy more sports and outdoors, all at prices you'll love. And with curbside pickup available now, it's never been easier to shop the top brands in-store and online at academy.com. Big shot right there from just on the line by Lauren Smith, who's got 11 in this game. And quickly the other way, another bucket. So we're all of a sudden seeing an offensive resurgence here, Bill.
Yeah, where's this?
Pontiff with the basket. She has 6, and it's a 16-13 game. Lewis inside. Cannot get it to fall.
Everything but results. A really pretty move by Lewis.
So Smith and Lewis have combined for all 16. Inside will not fall that time for Daniels. And De La Salle will go the other way, leading by 3, first minute of the third quarter. Cavaliers will slow it down on the front court. Go inside. Lewis, wave it off. No shot. It'll be a foul on St. Scholastica. It'll be on the floor, and it will be on Maddie Bruns. That is her first, and the first team foul here of the second half for either team. Update some foul situation. Daniels for St. Scholastica has 3 fouls. We thought Dumas had 3 fouls for De La Salle. Instead, it was on 21, not 12, so Simons has a foul. But Lauren Smith does have 3 fouls. They got to keep an eye on that. Running the other way and unable to hold on.
Duae's got 2 steals already in a minute and 15 seconds in this third quarter.
SSA with a chance to perhaps get it to 1, or, one thing they talked about, they want to look to shoot from the outside as that is deflected away on the inbounds pass by Lewis, but they have not hit a 3 tonight. Neither team has hit a 3, but if you can, if you're SSA and you get 1 or 2 of those to fall, it could be a difference in this basketball game. Stolen away. Nice job of defense that time by De La Salle. Interestingly, Gill pulled it back out and instead got it to Smith, but Smith couldn't finish, and SSA will come the other way. With those a little bit of a change in the starting lineup here for De La Salle in the third quarter, as we're seeing Smith, Dumas, but you're seeing Gill in there along with Denai Lewis. Gill in place of Zaniyah Smith. 3-pointer left baseline, and that was defended, but a foul is called. And this is going to be, I believe, a 3-shot foul, as that is on Dara. That's her first personal foul. So 3 shots coming for Dumas. Senior, one of the 4 on this De La Salle team, averaging 4 points a game, misses the first.
Free throw shooting continues to be a thorn.
And I know as a coach, that's one of those things that's got to frustrate you.
Well, it does, but you got to be careful.
Got the last one to fall, so
you know your kids aren't trying to miss these shots on purpose.
No, of course not.
And it's also
3-pointer right wing, and that falls. There's your first 3 of the night for Emily Dewey. 7 for her, leads the Doves, and it is a 17-16 game. Remember, these teams met back in December. It was a 1-point game, Bill.
Yes.
And it's 1 now.
It's been close throughout.
Biggest lead we've seen is 5. Inside, nice move that time for Lewis. She has 7. And it's 19-16 Cavaliers. Dewey, the freshman, will work the offense, and they will spread the floor against this De La Salle zone.
You know, getting back.
Did they actually? I'm wondering, did they almost go box and 1 here? It looks like they were defending Dewey on the perimeter, but it looked like they were zoning up inside.
We'll look at that and see.
It's a substitution, and that will be Olivia Rogers checking back in, and Gill will check out. Now a 3-pointer from the baseline, and it goes for Daniels, her first of the night. And it's a tie ball game at 19.
Back-to-back threes for the Doves.
So he said if they could get a couple of fall, it could change this game. Inside, though, nicely done by Lauren Smith, who has 13, and De La Salle regains the lead. And a travel, Cavaliers will regain it. Four lead changes 2 ties in this game. Nice defense that time
Great
by SSA.
defense.
Bruns just got in there and stripped Lewis. She brought it down among the little people. I know you always want to teach your post players that. You keep that ball up high when you're making your move. Deep 3 by Dewey will not fall. Offensive rebound controlled among the Giants that time by Pontiff. Nice pass, but the second chance would not go, and De La Salle going the other way with Lewis bringing it up the floor. Left baseline will not fall. Dewey, and she's got a wide open path to the basket, lays it up and in, and we're tied at 21. Timeout SSA.
Man, both teams are just, neither team's shooting real well. The free throws, obviously, but even they're missing shots underneath the goal, contested, uncontested, and both teams. Now, I know Lewis and Smith have gotten a few shots underneath, but they've missed a bunch of shots also.
Yeah, 20 of the 21 points for De La Salle have come from the combination of Smith and Lewis. Well, it's a little bit more spread out for SSA. Bruns has 3 all at the line. Daniels has 3. Pontiff has 6. Dewey has 7. Make that 9. I'm sorry. Dewey got that last basket. I didn't write it down. So Dewey's got 9. That leads SSA.
We were talking about the free throws before and about how frustrating it is. De La Salle was out here shooting free throws when we walked in this afternoon. So it's not like you don't practice them.
Oh, no.
And people in the stands are saying, why don't these people practice free throws? They do. They just don't go in sometimes.
That's it.
And the kids know. They know they've missed it.
Now for the left wing 3 will not go. Saved but first stepping out of bounds was Rogers, and SSA will get it back. They have not led, Bill, since it was 6-5 late in the first quarter.
Let's see what they can do here.
And that is a foul on Rogers. That will be her first. And 2 team fouls now, I believe, on, or is that the first foul? Should be 2 team fouls on De La Salle. Scoreboard says 1, but I believe it's 2 each way. Now right wing 3, just off the mark, and a nice job by Dewey, but she could not get it to fall, and her counterpart, number 11, Lauren Smith, grabs the rebound.
I'm just about to compliment her on that great backside rebound, weak side rebound, and a good shot.
And last
just
touch,
wouldn't fall in.
Last touch by Carter. It will belong to St. Scholastica as we approach the 3-minute mark here in the third quarter.
Well, this is what we expected tonight, huh? Huh, Lenny?
It was 7-6 after 1. It was 14-11 at half. Much better offense here in the third quarter. Inside, it will not go for Bruns, and it's controlled by Smith, who, without exaggeration, Bill, has pretty much gotten every defensive rebound there was to get.
Pretty much.
She's in the game.
She doesn't allow for much else to happen inside when she's there.
Goes inside. This may be a jump ball, and it is. And the arrow belongs to St. Scholastica.
Goes down as a turnover, and I don't know if that's something that SSA talked about at halftime or whatever, but that's twice that Bruns has been able to do that when the post for De La Salle has made their turn to the basket. Great anticipation. Little mix-up offensively for SSA.
Square it up here and reset the offense. Zone has a little bit of a different look. When the ball comes out to the top, it looks like a 3-2, and they could collapse down to a 2-3 as Bruns on the inside. Her first field goal of the night.
Well executed.
And SSA takes a 23-21 lead. It's their first lead since the first quarter. Nearly stolen. No foul is called. Zaniyah Smith retains possession for De La Salle. Inside and in for Denai Lewis. She has 9, and we're once again tied for the 4th time tonight at 23. 3-ball left side, good by Daniels. She's got 2 threes here in the third quarter, and SSA leads it by 3. Stolen away. This is Dewey coming the other way. Left wing 3 off the mark by Simonson. Battle on the floor. It's a jump ball. This one should go to De La Salle with 1:03 remaining in the quarter.
De La Salle has just gotten away from what's worked for them tonight. They're standing around offensively. They've gotten away from getting the ball on the inside to the 2 big girls. They're putting up some threes. I don't think the last 3 that went up was from somebody that usually shoots threes, and they've just gotten away from what's working for them.
Now they'll run and beat the press. Nicely done, and Lauren Smith gets the bucket. She has 15 points, and it's a 1-point game.
And that's at least her 3rd basket off the press.
And a timeout. St. Scholastica. DJ Dauphins wants a 30-second timeout with 46.9 remaining here in the third quarter. We mentioned it was a 1-point game in the regular season back on December 9th. De La Salle won in Covington 39-38. 46 seconds here in the third quarter, and it's a 1-point game once again. St. Scholastica 26, De La Salle 25. We anticipated this could be a tight one going to the finish, and it's sure starting to seem that way.
Yeah, unless one of them, either team gets out on a run and hits. We thought SSA was going to do that. They hit a couple of threes, but they've let De La Salle crawl right back into it. I think it's going to stay like this the rest of the game. So call your bookie and big point spread now.
Yeah.
The way I bet. Let's see if SSA came up with something special on the out of bounds.
Stolen away.
Wasn't that?
Dumas. Layup is good, and De La Salle regains the lead. Sixth lead change. No whistle. They're going to say the ball was tipped by Dumas. Down to 20 seconds in the quarter. Nice move inside. Bruns gets it to go.
Things happen when Bruns penetrates with the ball. She's either scoring like she did there or she dishes it off. Things happen, and she's not afraid to go inside.
No doubt. That's going to go inside. Layup will not fall. Second chance will not fall. Third chance comes after the buzzer. No basket. Wouldn't have counted anyway. It was off the rim, but an entertaining third quarter after we saw a grand total of 25 points in the first half, Bill. We got a total of 30 in the third quarter, and SSA has flipped this game around. It is a one-point game headed to the fourth.
That's how it goes sometimes. Both teams still shooting not well.
Much better, though.
But much better.
Much better.
But it's two, obviously, as we talked about earlier, obviously two evenly matched teams.
We head to the fourth. It's SSA 28, De La Salle 27. You are watching high school girls playoff basketball from Crescent City Sports. So getting set for the fourth quarter of play, a chance to remind you that Crescent City Sports Prep Basketball is brought to you by the Lamarck Automotive Complex in Kenner. Lamarck Lincoln is the only Lincoln Black Label dealership in the market. It's more than ownership, it's membership. Must be a reason. St. Scholastica in the black will inbound to start the fourth quarter, leading this one 28-27. Bruns, Due, Pontiff, Daniels. That pass is thrown away and stolen by Elena Dumas. She's done a nice job defensively for the Cavs in the second half, and there's a steal by Due. Run out layup is good. She's in double figures with 11, and SSA leads this game 30-27, and a timeout, De La Salle.
Due has been a real spark defensively for SSA, especially in this second half.
She had 4 at halftime, so she's got 7 in the second half. Daniels has all 6 of her points in the second half. Bruns has 4 of her 7 in the second half.
Yeah, their offense has definitely picked up. De La Salle still depending on Lauren Smith and Denai Lewis.
They've combined for 24 of their 27 points. Elena Dumas has the other 3, a free throw and a field goal. So you saw the turnover and the run out for the basket. What is Michael Mosley talking about right now that he went so quickly to call that timeout?
He was furious at that. I think he's a little lackadaisical handling the ball, and I think he sees it's in the fourth quarter, and like we said before, lose and go home.
It's winning time right now.
Yeah, this is the time. You got to quit playing around here and let's get to business.
So SSA will pick it up 3/4 court right here. Bring a second player up now, and there's another near steal that time. Daniels knocked it out of bounds. That's the thing about, when you're trying to break a press, Bill, first of all, you always say you want to get the ball in the middle of the floor.
Right.
Secondly, you don't want to make long passes unless you've got a wide open player.
Well, yeah, the long pass, or what I used to call it, is the bubble pass, where you try to throw it up. Mm-hmm. That's not going to work either.
Fouls on Maddie Bruns. It'll be her second. And Denai Lewis, who is 1 for 2 at the line tonight, will shoot a pair. try to trim this 3-point deficit. Knocks the first one down. I like the touch for the left-hander right there. The sophomore came in averaging 18 and 12. She's in double figures now. In and out on the second one, and it's controlled by Daniels. Nearly went down. Makes the pass off to Dewey before she can. Comes the trap. And that pass is tipped away by Zaniyah Smith, and SSA will inbound from the baseline near side as we close in on the 7-minute mark here in the fourth quarter of a 2-point game.
You know, I'm just thinking about this right now, too. SSA has made very few substitutions in the second half, if any.
They've shortened that rotation quite a bit. 3 will not fall. Nice rebound by Dewey, won't fall. Another nice rebound from the backside by Pontiff, but good defense that time by De La Salle, and the Cavaliers will look to tie or take the lead. All the way to the hole.
Good
Lewis
take.
Got the foul. And I believe they got Bruns on that one. If so, that's her third. Shot will not fall.
That's a really good take by Lewis. Got the rebound, came down the floor, and went right down the middle. Drew the foul.
Carter checks back in. Zaniyah Smith out for De La Salle. Can't get either one to fall, and the rebound will go out of bounds to St. Scholastica. De La Salle picking up full court, trying to trap in the corner. Nice job by Pontiff to beat it. Will get all the way near the rim, but can't get it to fall, and Deny Lewis controls. Inside, now that is a good long distance pass that time to Lauren Smith, who finishes. She has 17, and we're tied at 30. Fifth tie tonight. Will not fall. Inside that time for Bruns, and it's controlled by the Cavaliers. Back inside. It's Lauren Smith. Wave it off, offensive foul. And that is 4 on Lauren Smith. And that could be a big moment in this basketball game. Make a note of that, Bill, with 6:07 to play. So she's got to play the final 6:07 of regulation with 4 personal fouls.
And she's not coming out. No, well, they're sending somebody to the table now. We'll see at the next whistle.
Yeah, that's Jones, who had been subbing for Smith. We'll see if they indeed make that move here. Nice knockaway. It'll go out of bounds. It'll be SSA basketball.
All right, let's see who this substitution is for.
And it will be Lauren Smith taking a seat with those 4 fouls and 5:55 to play in a 30-all game. And that's the other thing to keep in mind. What's going to be the score when Lauren Smith comes back on the floor? Can De La Salle find someone else to step up and score? Maybe it needs to be Deny Lewis.
Well, it's going to be Deny Lewis. It's going to be Deny Lewis.
And she's got 10. It gets a lot easier for her when Smith is on the floor, as we've got
a foul on Lewis.
Away from the ball, and that is on Lewis. That is her first.
I'll tell you what, Bruns, for her size, is not afraid to mix it up inside.
No doubt. Plays much bigger than what she is. That will go off the foot of Pontiff. The pressure that time for De La Salle forces the turnover in the backcourt, and the Cavaliers will have the ball on the baseline.
I like the pressure that De La Salle's been coming with the last few minutes of this game.
Throw it out up above the top of the key to Carter. Oh, that's a turnover, I believe. Yes. Simmons called for the travel. She was not ready for that pass they had her way. You talk about nerves. This is when nerves can really set in.
This is it.
Dewey beats the pressure, going all the way to the hole. Runner will not fall. Offensive rebound on a basket by Addison Pontiff. She has 8, and SSA regains the lead, 32-30. Carter knocks it down from about 12 feet. Her first bucket of the night comes at a huge time.
That's a really big bucket. Somebody else stepping up.
And a whistle, and we're going to get some subs in there. SSA will beat the pressure with the pass that time. Going to the basket is Pontiff, and she is fouled by Denai Lewis, who didn't have a foul for a long time. She picked up 2 quick ones here, and Pontiff to the line for 2 with a chance to retake the lead for the Doves.
And now this last 4:45, fatigue is now going to become a factor. De La Salle has substituted more liberally than St. Scholastica in this second half.
In and out and back in.
Still counts.
That's it. My friend Tim Brando would say the iron was kind.
There you go.
Addison Pontiff. Not that time. It's a 1-point lead. 33-32. St. Scholastica as we tick under the 4:40 mark here in the fourth. Rogers tried to go inside to a cutting Rael Simmons, and
it was there.
Her. Yep.
Yeah, the pass was just too high. It was there.
Doves looking to beat the pressure. They do. Bruns. Back it out to Dewey. If you're Phil Williams and DJ Dolphin, you want to run some clock here, Bill?
No, it's too soon. I don't think you've got the ball handlers to be able to do that.
High arcing 3 will not fall that time for Dewey. And the Cavaliers control with Carter, who will bring it up the floor, down 1. Inside, Lewis couldn't handle it right away, but maintained control. Nice move.
Another
offensive
charge.
Foul. Great defense by the Doves. And tip of the hat to Libba Daniels. Haven't called her name much here in the fourth quarter. She knocked down a couple of threes in the third, but that time she stepped up, drew the charge on Lewis, and just like that, Denai Lewis has 3 personal fouls, Bill.
Yeah, she's going to play through that.
5 team fouls now on De La Salle.
If she gets 4, they're in real trouble.
Tried to go for the steal that time, couldn't get it, and tried to make the little pocket pass that time, and Pontiff instead was called for the travel. 3:47 to play. Before this one can get underway, hang on, we got a whistle. I don't know. If
contact or something?
Maybe so, yeah. I think everything's okay. Now they'll say, let's play. Now we'll get a sub. Zanaya Smith back in. And Taylor Green takes a seat. Inside, nicely done. Can't finish. Second chance, and that will go down for Lewis, who has a dozen, and De La Salle has the lead, 34-33. Cavaliers' first lead of this fourth quarter. That is down for Bruns. Timeout, St. Scholastica. She has 9. Lead change number 9 as SSA will take a timeout with 3:18 to play and a 35-34 lead. We'll refresh your memory again if you're just joining us. These teams met on December 9th. De La Salle won it 39-38 in Covington. Playing out to be same kind of game here, Bill.
Could be the same score. It's very the way it's going.
We've seen 9 lead changes. We have seen 6 ties.
It certainly picked up offensively in the second half.
Yeah, this was a 14-11 De La Salle game at half. SSA getting some shots to fall here.
I think
in the second 16 minutes.
I think the difference in this next 3:18 is going to be defense. I don't think either team can really depend on their offense to win the game. Now somebody might hit the winning shot or something. But I think it's going to be the defense that's the game.
And you turn it the other way. I think at this point, the team that commits the fewest turnovers wins the game. Both teams have started shooting a little bit, okay? If you can not have empty possessions and get up a shot, I think you stand a chance.
Well, that goes hand in hand with the defense.
Sure.
Either forced or unforced turnovers or whatever. But, missed opportunities. Just put it that way. Whoever has the fewest missed opportunities from here on out.
No doubt. Carter, take it to the right wing. Entry pass to Lewis.
Beautiful move.
Done. Lewis with 14, and it is 36-35.
Now, that time she stepped right through the double team. Really pretty.
Still have not seen the return of Lauren Smith. That is knocked away and stolen. Sophia Gill with the basketball, and De La Salle will slow it up with the lead in the ball.
And there's your first turnover.
2:40 to play. Layup is good by Taylor Carter, and De La Salle has a 3-point lead. Points off mistakes. Offensive foul, Addison Pontiff. Back-to-back turnovers for the Doves. And now De La Salle has a chance to make this a two-possession ball game.
Turnover number 2.
Looking back here, Bill.
And Lauren Smith is now back in the game.
There you go. 17-13 De La Salle is the last time either team is led by more than 3 points. Right at the start of the third quarter. Inside, and the finish that time from Denai Lewis. And we got an injured Dove underneath the basket.
I think that matches their biggest lead of the game.
5 points. Now they led it 16-11 right at the start of this third quarter.
Contact.
Well,
Lost contact.
Hope so, as Bruns is getting a look here, holding her eye, see if the
trainer has something in his hand, so I'm thinking it's just her contact.
You hope so.
Yeah, and they need her back in right away.
No doubt. She is a huge part of this team, and Sydney Simonson will check in.
I mean, she's the only senior.
And she wants to, if nothing else, finish the game on the floor.
On the court,
senior.
Exactly right.
Whether win or lose, you want to be out there on the floor for the end of this game.
A little half-court trap.
Yep, SSA needs to probably pick up the pace here a little bit in a 5-point game as we tick down towards the 2-minute mark. From the left wing, won't fall, and it's controlled by the Cavaliers. Denai Lewis is taken over in this fourth quarter. All the way to the basket, lay it up and in, and a foul. Lewis with 18. And a timeout, St. Scholastica. 8 straight points for the Cavaliers, 6 of them by the sophomore Denai Lewis, who now has a game-high 18 points.
Yeah, they came out of that last timeout and caught fire.
9 of her 18 here in the fourth quarter, including 6 in this 8-0 run late in the game.
They're still working on Bruns over there. They really need to get her back in before this game gets totally out of hand.
And I would imagine that's part of the reason for the timeout here is you get a little extra time, hopefully to get Bruns back on the floor.
Right.
You're going to make a comeback here in the final 142. Now, if you're SSA, obviously you're a team that, of the two teams, is more likely to shoot the three, so you can come back a little bit quicker.
Yeah,
perhaps.
I mean, basically
shots.
It's a two-possession game. With that capability of hitting a three-point. So you got to come down quickly offensively, look for a quick 2, if not the 3, and then defensively you got to really play a good hard full court defense try to get a steal in the backcourt. And Bruns is back in.
So at the line, Denai Lewis came in averaging 18 points a game. She's right at that number tonight. Done it the hard way, though. Nothing in the first quarter. Nobody but her teammate Lauren Smith scored for De La Salle in the first quarter. That is good. She's got 19. And it is a 9-0 run. Now Bruns knocks it down.
There's the full court pressure. You got to pressure the ball more. You can't let her walk it up the floor.
Bruns with 11. It's a 6-point game. You got to
come out. Yes.
And they're at 6 fouls. So you've almost, at this point,
the way free throws are being shot, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Foul. There you go.
And there's the foul right there on Daniels, and that is her 4th. Believe that's her. No, that's her 5th. Check that. 5th personal foul on Libba Daniels. So Daniels' night is done with 6 points, couple of threes. And the 8th grader, she's got 4 more years if SSA doesn't come back, but that doesn't make it any easier to foul out of your first playoff game.
No.
So Dumas at the line, 1 out of 3 at the line tonight. She has 3 points. 1-1, back iron, no good, and it is controlled by the Cavaliers. Anaya Smith to the basket. Lauren Smith, no, but a foul, and that is Bruns, and I believe that's her 4th. 2 shots coming for Lauren Smith with exactly 1 minute to play in a 6-point game. First one will not go, and a sub. Zanaya Smith is out, and Sophia Gill back in. We saw what she could do on defense. That was very nearly an over the back.
It sure was.
Yeah, it's one of those things. You got to be, thinking about taking everybody off the line at this point. If you're Michael Mosley, just not to pick up a cheap foul. 3-pointer, top of the key, short off the front iron, and controlled by Carter. Now we'll go all the way down the floor, open but can't finish. Smith gets fouled, and that will be on Addison Pontiff, her 2nd. So Smith back to the line for 2 more. 17 points tonight. She got this team off to a great start, and then Denai Lewis is providing the finish with 9 in the 4th quarter. Smith cannot get that one to fall.
The fortunes of this game really turned after that timeout. Say Scholastica had the lead when they came out of the timeout. De La Salle went on that long run and hasn't looked back.
Second one falls. That is 18 points now for Smith. Smith and Lewis have combined for 37. That's exactly how many SSA has. That pass out of bounds. 29 seconds to play. Everything from here will be 2 shots for De La Salle as SSA has 9 team fouls. Lewis dribbled it off her foot, but a nice recovery and a foul on Carter that is committed by Bruns, and I believe that is her 5th.
Might be her 5th.
Yes, that is her 5th. She's going to foul out with 11 points. So Bruns and Daniels have fouled out. And Carter to the line. Couple of big buckets here in the second half. She's got 4 points.
Yeah, one in particular where she just kind of drove right down the way.
Nice ovation for Bruns if this is indeed her final high school game.
The only senior on this team.
No good. And the second free throw by Taylon Carter will miss as well. So a 7-point game right here as we tick down to the 15-second mark. Three-pointer right wing is short. Cavaliers control, and I think they may just run it out here. 4,
Get it across,
3,
and that's
2, 1, and that will do it. Your final score, De La Salle 44, St. Scholastica 37. De La Salle with win number 20 improves to 20-11 on the year. St. Scholastica 20-8. The Cavaliers win the right to head to Lake Charles to take on the number 1 seed St. Louis Catholic in the quarterfinals. Bill, your final thoughts?
Yeah, De La Salle just had the Lauren Smith and the Denai Lewis show going on. They combined to match the score of St. Scholastica. St. Scholastica really was not able to stop either one of those girls tonight. Very potent, attack from Smith and Lewis. Free throw shooting hurt both teams. De La Salle side, it could have been a rout. They were 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 for 22, I believe.
Wow,
St. Scholastica didn't shoot that many free throws. In fact, they only went to the line once, I believe, in the second half, and went 1 for 2. But they couldn't make their free throws either. So I think the two big girls and the bench for De La Salle kind of wore down the Doves.
Yeah, no doubt. And look, it's going to be a tough task for De La Salle taking on St. Louis Catholic, a very good team. You got a chance to see them, as you mentioned, in the All-State Sugar Bowl National Prep Classic in one of the girls' finals there. And they're looking to get back to the Ilario Center. The winner of that game, that quarterfinal game, heads to the Ilario Center next week. So that reminder that you can check that out. A reminder also to stay with Crescent City Sports. We'll have full coverage of this game coming up later on tonight. Plus, as well, let you know about our streaming schedule coming up. Bill, it's been a pleasure.
Always fun doing a game with you, Lenny.
All right, so for Bill Gallagher, for our crew, Matt Merritt, Sierra Johnson, I'm Lenny Van Gilder, saying so long from Uptown. Once again, your final score, De La Salle 44 and St. Scholastica 37. Until next time, so long, everybody.